When we all get together and we talk together and we bring extra students together and we all sit around the table, amazing things can happen.
Green Across the Pacific's mission is to improve environmental and cultural understanding between Asia and North America. So we're giving young people a foundation upon which they can build and improve their decision making in the future.
Hello. I'm very happy to come here. It's just unbelievable, from China to Vermont. I think attending this program will give me much experience. We should exchange. That is a common target to protect the environment. So exchange is important.
We have seen a lot of beautiful scenery just on the way here to Vermont. I think harmony is the very thing I appreciate here in Vermont. Just now we saw many little animals. We think that they can live with human beings so harmoniously. And sometimes it's difficult to find that situations when you're in China.
My project is about logging.
My project is mercury pollution. And I know another American student would do this project, and I want to communicate with him to involve this program together.
My project is invasive species management.
My project is wind farming.
All over the world is developing new energy, and wind farming is one kind of the new energy. In Vermont, people think about the disadvantage of it, and I'm curious about that, so I do this project.
Welcome all of you to ECHO. ECHO stands for ecology, culture, history, and opportunities for stewardship. Great, you guys have been doing your homework. It's for you to just go and explore.
So what interests you about this program?
Some species they are native species in Asia, but when they came here, it became an invasive species. If I can communicate with the people here, I can teach people how to use the invasive species because they also can be used, not just a problem. I think it's the most interesting thing in this program.
So we do toilet bowl cleaner, and there's dishwashing gels, and then we have all of our spray cleaners like carpet spray. So there's a lot of ways in which we're always looking for more and more ways to clean the house. There are 100,000 chemicals in the marketplace right now, and we only know the health impacts of 3%. When you think about that, it's absolutely mind-boggling.
We think very narrowly. We want to make a chair. So we buy the wood, we pay someone to make the chair. We don't think about, well, where did the tree come from? How was it cut down? What did that do to the forest? How was the person that made the chair treated? We just want the chair, and we want the chair for the right price. And systems thinking is understanding all of the impacts that has.
We're going to do just a very brief tour down here and upstairs and show you where the governing bodies sit when we're in session. We're what's called a citizens' legislature. We're not professional politicians. Most of us have other lives and other jobs. There's 150 seats. Each representative has a seat, and the Speaker of the House, who is elected by the 150 representatives, presides over it.
What's the current situation of gasoline in Vermont, and how does it influence the vehicles in Vermont?
You ask a lot of hard questions. The gasoline we use in Vermont comes from a plant in Albany. There's a plant in Rhode Island, a plant in Boston, and a plant in Springfield, Massachusetts. They're the refineries that produce the gas that is brought into Vermont.
How often should they be pregnant? They should have a baby every year. Every year. Yeah. And after that, they can have you in this year. Yeah. Oh, it's a long time.
That generator produces electricity. So all the energy produced by the waste is sold to our company. They produce more than twice what they could use on the farm. So 200% of what they could actually use on the farm, they're producing using this digester.
And then we cool it down to 110 or about 43 degrees Fahrenheit. And that is the temperature where the yogurt bacteria work the best. So we keep it there for about 5 hours. And that's how long it takes the bacteria to convert the milk into yogurt.
We handle about 1 million pounds of our own apples, and we buy another 1 million pounds from neighbors. So that's about 50,000 bushels. A bushel is 40 pounds. In the fall, when we're picking all 1 million pounds, most of them get trucked with that truck into town, which is about 6 minutes away. And it's a huge warehouse with very large rooms that are 3 times that size.
I want you all to come and touch this and just take the very tip, the ball of your finger. Don't press hard, just rub and feel how smooth and satiny that is from the bear's back or the bear's tummy. And feel up here, and it's not the same. It's pretty cool.
Having worked pretty hard with each other for 3 weeks, then there's no introduction that needs to happen anymore.
We can use that pen.
Bonjour, everybody.
Good evening, everybody.
And I'm Josh Benish, or in Chinese, I'm Chongcheng.
Your Chinese name?
Chongcheng.
Oh, I got it. That is Great Wall in Chinese, but you made a poor pronunciation. My name is Wei Hanyang. You can call me John. I'm a student from China.
And today we're going to talk to you all about Green Cross Pacific. And our theme today is coexistence. Our projects for this evening are wind farms,
and transportation,
mercury contamination,
sustainable forestry,
and invasive species. Is it necessary to develop wind power?
Well, I think you asked a very good question. First of all, Vermont is in great need of energy. So now, about 71% of our energy comes from nuclear plant, and about 22% comes from hydro-Quebec. And only about 7% of our power is from other renewable energy.
It's sad that the hydropower from Canada will be shut off and the nuclear station will be cut down in the next 10 years.
We want to have a sustainable forest and help our future generations and give them a forest so they can log too. So this is how the song should go. Well, I'm a forester and I'm okay. I cut down trees in a sustainable way. I make sure that I'm cutting the best way for the forest. Now, here is Henrietta, my partner, and I'm Josh Benish, or Chongcheng.
Today, we are like to introduce our presentation to you about logging sustainable forestry. According to our summary, and I'm summing up in calculation, suppose 20 miles a day, people traveling carpool for Vermonters every day totally, people could save $104,040 in regular gasoline and 36,000 pounds of toxic air pollutants and 720,000 pounds of carbon dioxide, and people per person every day could save $2.89. It's very hard to recite though.
I'd like to introduce our only real prop during this presentation, a paperclip. It's somewhat more, Mercury's a more subtle topic than transportation, unfortunately. Anyways, this paperclip is about 1/22 of an ounce. Now imagine this is mercury. This amount of mercury would contaminate a lake that's it's a football field in surface area. So if you throw that little thing in the lake, hopefully you don't get it in your eye, the lake is contaminated. Behind us you can see the Chinese character for mercury. They just asked me to describe this for you. The top refers to industry, and the bottom is water. Altogether means mercury. They were dying to put it in here.
I think it's an especially important time for students to be traveling and to be sharing across the Pacific, because as we all know, there's a little bit of strife around the world these days, and it's important for all of us to step up to the plate and do whatever we can in our own small way to bring different communities together. And I think Green Across the Pacific is able to do that, and that's one of the things that's so exciting for me.
If you could make the world a better place, what would you do?
I would tell my students that you have to protect the environment if you want to make a better living. So I will try to teach them how important it is.
Here's the last question. If you had a magic wand and you could change the world, what would you do?
I'll let other people know it's very important to protect our environment, and I also want to make the air clean and water cleaner and get rid of hunger.
The environment loves us and gives us more things that we want. A good environment is good for our health and good for our life, our study, our work. So forests very useful, very necessary to be protected.
In other states and other countries, they don't have a whole lot of education about the environment. I would like education to be a little bit more prevalent and in the best form it can be.
I think I will make people understand each other, so there will be no wars. The earth will be a peace place for us to live. I will ask people to understand each other and join together and build a more beautiful home.
Thank you. Nice job. Hey, 3 of you take a picture. 3, 2, 1. Yes. One more.
Vermont is very lovely, and each house just like a lovely cake.
I think that my breakfast is too sweet.
I really like to visit the Ben & Jerry's factory here. I like eating ice cream. When I eat ice cream, I feel flying in the sky.